Hi, my name is Monica and welcome back to my channel, Master of None, where I talk about whatever the heck I want. And yeah, I guess it's welcome to my channel for most of you, but the few of you that are subscribed, hi, welcome back, and I really appreciate you. So today, the thing I want to talk about is knitting patterns. Compiled a bunch of knitting patterns that I think would be fun to have during summer months or to knit potentially during summer months, even though I'm not much of a knitter in the summer myself. I usually gravitate towards more small crafts, less woolly, sticky, but I will be knitting during the summer because I have big plans that I will talk about in another video, but I need to keep them secret and keep them safe. I need to be a knitting machine because I have big plans, and it has to do with the holidays coming up at the end of the year. So I'll make a video about that. All that to say, let's get started. Okay, I have adjusted. I don't look bad, right? You tell me if my hair looked weird, right? Okay, so I have my laptop here with all of my stuff. That's what I'll be looking at. And let's jump in. Let's get started. Let's do this. Let's get to it. Ho ho! We're gonna start off with sweaters. You might be thinking, why sweaters in the summer? I am thinking of cooler days, evenings when you need a layer, specifically if you're on a beach and it's really windy and cold. Beach Ken would wear these because they're beach. Okay, that's the mentality with these picks. So the first one we have is by Andrea Moore, and it is the Traveler. This piece is a hooded sweatshirt piece, but it's knit. It's striped, but it's striped with texture. I think that makes it, I just love a good textured piece, you know? And it's very coastal. I do think it's funny she's showing it in the wintertime, but I'm talking about it for the summer. But there are some pictures on Ravelry of people wearing it on the beach, which feels vindicating. So it's knit with a sport weight yarn, sizes US 5, 4, and 3 needles. So it's probably would take a little while because it's a small scale knit, but I think it would be very, very fun. And also it being finer yarn and a thinner needles will make it warmer for wind purposes, which is good. It's knit from the bottom up, which I know isn't always the most popular. Seamless except for the arms, the underarms. The body is worked in the round and divided for the yoke. Then it's worked flat. I think this piece, it doesn't seem like it would be too complicated. I have never knit one of Andrea's patterns before, but it's got 2,118 projects on Ravelry, so I think it's doing pretty good. Oh, the size range. They have 9 sizes, which is pretty good, and the rating, people seem to rate it pretty highly for clarity. The texture is made by only doing knits and purls, so it's pretty easy, and it's also like a row of knits and then a row of purls. Beautiful, wonderful. I have said nothing and everything about this top, but I think it's very cute. $9 US, which feels a little steep, but we love supporting artists and we love supporting creative people, so we'll accept it. So this is the Cassis Polo by Sumin Kim. It is a drop shoulder construction with 6 sizes. You use a sport and a lace weight held together, and it uses US 5, 3, and 2.5. I chose this piece, again, class. What do I like? Texture, yes, because it has really wonderful texture. I am usually really drawn. I love a good color work piece, but I love texture just as much, more. I think it's really cool when the texture can like make the piece. I picture this when it is a cold, chilly evening, the wind is blowing, you're on a beach, there's a beach campfire, and you are sitting on a log and hanging out with friends and having an amazing time. This is that kind of like easy throw on piece that I think somebody would be wearing. Now it is an alpaca in the Isgar yarn tweed, which I'm guessing is some sort of wool, which I don't know, alpaca in the summer feels potentially, I just think about it being humid and feeling sticky, and then having like the hair from alpaca or mohair sticking to you. That doesn't sound very pleasant, but it's a throw on for when it's cold. But so I don't know, but still, like, what if you're wearing it and then it does get hot and then you're stuck with like alpaca on you? So maybe if you wanted this to be a summer knit, is what I'm saying, I would switch up the material that I use. But I think the overall design would be great. I don't usually gravitate towards collars in my knitwear because I don't know why. One, they do seem like they would be kind of difficult to knit so that they would fall properly, but also I just don't usually gravitate towards them in my knits. But in this one, it feels the right amount of preppy, cute. It would be cute on a boat. Feels like the right amount of preppy without feeling too preppy. I did go to prep school and I'm kind of scarred by the preppy aesthetic. I'm not gonna lie. So if anything is too preppy, I don't like it. I say this might be kind of preppy. I don't know. I'm scarred from my childhood. Anyways, so that is the Cassis Pillow. I hope that makes sense. Next one is less of a... I don't really picture this as like a campfire beach night top. It just feels very summery or springy or the in-between days. It's the Great Gingham Raglan by Jessie Maed Designs. So this sweater is bottom-up construction. It has 9 sizes, which are pretty great. It was made in 2022. It's in Japanese and English, and it's kind of got this like, it's what drew me to it and what would make me want to make it is the boat neck aspect. It's very cute. And then she uses the Spin Cycles yarn in like a color variegated to add a bit of a twist to what would otherwise be a classic gingham pattern. So I don't know if I would use color changing yarn in it, but I enjoy the picnicky aspect of this top. The last sweater on this list is the Ridge sweater by Yumiko Alexander. This pattern is from 2010, so it's very old, and it doesn't have very many projects on Ravelry. 3 to be exact, but I thought it was very of the times. It's made with synthetic yarn, but I think it would be great in anything but synthetic yarn. But it has these beautiful buttons down it, and it does seem like it would be good for getting rid of scrap pieces of yarn. It feels very to the time right now because it seems like a ton of buttons is really in, so you could use thrifted buttons, mismatched buttons, and then maybe keep the colors more simple or just go all out and crazy. I like that you can button it in different ways to make it fall different ways, and I, again, class, love the texture. Yes, I think it'd be fun to make this piece. I don't know what color scheme I would do it in to make it feel me, but I think it could be cool to do it in some sort of neutrals and then have really wild, pretty buttons. I love mixing metals, and so maybe doing a bunch of like gold, silver, and like rose gold buttons would be really cute. Now, wearing this in the summer, I think this would be fun and cute, and over like it would be a good top to wear during the day when this is the reason. It seems I love to set the scene with the tops that I choose. So this top, I'm picturing a simple pair of jeans and like a cute tank top, whether you want them to be high-waisted, low-waisted, any sort of cute tank top, simple, maybe black or white, depending on what color you decide to make the top, and a pair of jeans. And then this would be good for places that are really, really hot, but then you go there. This is for like a good sweater for Phoenix, Arizona, where it's boiling outside and you're dying when you're outside, but then you go inside and the AC is blasting so much you feel like you're in the Arctic. And so this top is a good one to throw in your bag that looks really cute, that you can have a very simple outfit on. I guess you wouldn't wear jeans in Phoenix. Some people still do. I would. I just am a pants girl. You could wear shorts though too, or like a cute skirt. And then when you're in the tundra that is anywhere with air conditioning in a hot place, you can throw this sweater on. There we go. I found a way to bring it back to the summertime. I guess I should give the details. So it uses a worsted weight yarn. It is synthetic, again, the one they recommend. I think you should use a cotton or a linen or basically any others. If you use synthetic yarns, I do sometimes use ones that have I use blends sometimes. There we go. Words are difficult. But I try to stay away from it. Although I'm at war with some moths right now, and so using synthetic yarn, you don't run into that problem unless you like sweat all over your yarn and then leave it somewhere. Anyways, it's got small, medium, large, extra large, and extra, extra large. So 5 sizes, not great. maybe it would be easy to modify. Just maybe, I think if you're smart enough, it wouldn't be the most difficult to modify to make it fit your size, because it is just a bunch of repeat rows. Yes, so that is that top. That's the last of that. The last of the sweaters. So next we're going into vests. So this is the Margot vest by Sartorial Knits. It was made in 2021. It uses a DK and a lace weight to make a worsted. They use US 6 and 4 needles, and it's an intarsia project, which doesn't have a lot of intarsia, but just a little bit. So I think it would be a good way to kind of dip your toes into doing intarsia, which I've never done. So part of me is like, oh, maybe this should be the top. I picture this top more oversized, cropped, and like baggy. I think the side panels kind of change things up a little bit. I'm not quite sure the construction. Oh, it's worked flat, bottom up. There we go. The edges of the armholes are finished with beautiful and easy to work I-cord edging, worked with front and back pieces. So basically it's pretty simple construction. It's more of a boxy top, which I think is cool and just feels very effortless. And if it's done in like a silk or a cotton, I think, or a blend of those two, it would be nice and kind of breezy. I'm picturing, again, I guess I just always picture coastal because that's just what I'm used to. But like lake days would be sick as well. And it's $7.88 for the pattern. There are only 9 projects on Ravelry, but again, it's one held with silk mohair, which I think for the summer wouldn't be great, but you can do whatever you want. You can modify things however you want. The beauty of knitting. So this next top is the Lobster Top Star by Stellar Studios. It's from June 2025. It uses a DK weight yarn, size US 4 needles. So the back and the front are knit in flat, and then you connect them together with some sort of cording on the sides. Now, it sadly only has size extra small to extra large, but it is a free pattern, so it's pretty simple, and I do think it would be kind of easy to modify to make it bigger. The only thing is modifying it to fit boobs properly. I don't know how that would work exactly. Like, I feel like at a certain point you want to do some boob shaping, but I don't know how you would do that with a lobster design added into it. So that would be interesting, but at the very least you could add some rows to the side, and it's free, so at least you can get the chart for the lobster and modify that. I think this top with a pair of really cute barrel jeans, and I'm not talking like really stiff ones, I'm talking loose, very just nice curved look bunched at the bottom with like a cute pair of sandals or flats, and like just a slouchy bag, some cute little sunnies. I think it would be a very fun top that's just very bold, and the rest of your outfit can be kind of simple or more basic. But I think tops like this are nice because it's easy to throw on with what you already have. Cool. And that is that top. The next one is Coastal Breezes, which, there you go, feels very on theme. So it's Coastal Breezes by Michelle Steed, Steed. And this top is from 2014. I mean, I think a lot of people are interested in Y2K aesthetic, but I do think 2010s is kind of starting to come back a little bit. What I like about this top is, again, the texture. Yes. But what's also cool about this top is that it's very mutable. Like, you can fold it in cool ways and wear it a bunch of different ways, which is nice for a knit top. It's got these beautiful eyelets, and it's a pretty thick wool. It's a DK weight yarn and US size US needles.
Huh?
So not like a crazy thick yarn, but it's a very loose, meshy top. Yes, it is $5, and you can also get the ebook that it is in. I don't know if I checked out the ebook. There's only 33 projects made on Ravelry, and it goes from size, it does the whole, like, it's an extra small and a small. So there's 4 sizes, but they say that it's extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL. Like, it's kind of like slash. I don't know. I hate it when they do that, because it's like, how is it not? Just make it, like, yes, it can be stretchy, but if you want it to fit everyone, in X way. It can fit a lot of people, but whether it'll fit you the right way, that is the other question. It does seem like a pretty easy construction. I think it just looks more complicated because of it being drapey, but I think that means that it would be pretty easy to modify / make bigger. I mean, you could even maybe like use bigger needles. I know that that can change the fit of things. There's ways to, I think you could easily make it bigger and fit you the way you want it to. I picture this top, oh yeah, they use a merino, but in like a cotton or a silk. I think this could be cool. It might be just a good thing to throw over when you're a little chilly. You want some cover up from the sun. Like it could be a beach cover up, just top wise, and you can wear it a bunch of different ways. So maybe it could be a good piece to bring on vacation. I'm sorry I keep looking over here. It's very cute, and it seems like a knit that wouldn't be too complicated and would be kind of fun because it has a few, it's all one pattern, like texture wise, but it's looks like, I'm guessing you knit it from one side to the other instead of up down. That's my guess. And I don't know, there's just a lot to the texture, so it would be easy, mindless, without just being knitting stockinette. This next top is called, put it in the vests, but is it really a vest? I don't know. This one is called the Louvre. I think it's Louvre, Lour, it'll be right here, by Olga Grishnia. It is from February 2025. Now this top, horrible size range. It's extra small, medium, and large. So I don't think I could even make this top. So even though the size range is really awful on this top, I include it because I think it's a cool, unique construction, and I think you can kind of look at it and make your own version or gain inspiration from it. Or I guess if you wanted to buy it and modify it, you could. But I just thought it was interesting. I don't personally love the colorway that is shown on the Ravelry page, but I like the lacy top part. I like the straps and how it uses just like, I think it's a single strand of yarn, which that kind of stresses me out a little bit. I think I would want to make some sort of cording to hold the top up, but I think the shape is really fun and unique. Just a different construction that you don't see very often. So I wanted to mention that one, even though don't love the size inclusivity. So there's only 2 projects on Ravelry, $8. It reminds me of when I was little and I would wear tops like this, kind of bubbly tops. They were very popular and they're getting a bit popular now. So this next top seems to be pretty popular. It came out in August 2022 and it is the Soho top by Kadri, I don't need to spell everything here. Oh, you used 2 strands of fingering weight yarn held together to make a worsted, and you use 2.5, 4, and 6 size needles. It comes in 10 sizes, which is pretty great, and it's knit from the top down, so you can adjust the length as you please. So it's knit from the top down. It uses garter stitch and in the round and flat. It's a simple boat neck top, and then it uses I-cord edging along the, I guess, sleeves, neck, and bottom part. Why did I choose this top? For the texture, yes. Could be a kind of a warm top, but again, it feels good for like a boating situation. I think this top would be cool for a boat, and it's got a boat neck, so yeah. No, but I have fallen in love with boat neck tops. I don't have that many. I like to think they're flattering on me, but I'm still trying to figure them out. I think that they are fun, and this top is very simple, very cute. $6.50, and it is pretty popular. It's got 1,031 projects on Ravelry, and it's got very high ratings in terms of overall rating, clarity, and difficulty. Like, it's not difficult. It's got a low difficulty rating. It's a very simple top, but I think it'll look cute with a lot of things. Onward and upward. This one is very similar to the last one, but it's got a different pattern to it. It is the Leela top by Kadri again. Yeah, it's also got a boat neck top, but the difference is the pattern that is used. It's mostly stockinette, but then some pearl rows that add a nice texture. It's very similar to, I think it seems like a lot of the tops in this have this detailing or this knit use of knit pearls. There's something about it that I've really enjoyed lately. It's been a lot of the pieces that I've liked have been very simple, but with this kind of use of texture. What are better words? What are words? I'll put something here about what I'm trying to say, but it's cool and I've been enjoying it. So yeah, not much else to say about this top. It also comes in 10 sizes. We love that. And it's only $6.50. So very cute. Also seems highly rated. I should try one of her patterns because she seems like a cool designer. Next vest on this list is the Eden top by Alice Hole. So the Eden top is knit from the bottom up, and it is worked in the round until the armholes, and I guess then you split it and you work flat the front part and the back part, and then you join again at the shoulders. It uses a fingering weight yarn, size US 8 and 2 needles, 2.5. It has 8 sizes, size extra small to 4X. What's really cool about this vest is the pattern. And I personally think as much as I like the solid and the texture that's in the solid one, I really enjoy the two-toned one that they do where it shows the difference. And this seems like a cool top with interesting... I love the... oh god, what's it called? Knit pattern. The stitch choice is very cool in this. Yes, looking closely at it, I'm realizing that it's created by wrapping stuff around, which the sweater I'm working on now has wraparound details. I love the finished result, the texture that it creates, the little nubbins, but it is kind of a pain to knit. It's a bit annoying to knit. So this top would be a labor of love, but it seems like it would go pretty quickly due to the large needle size. I mean, it's not crazy large, but I feel like once you get to size 7 needles, projects tend to go pretty quick. Pattern has 39 projects on Ravelry. It's from June 2024. It's got 4 rating for overall pattern, 4 rating overall, and a 3.9 for clarity. And it does say it's difficult. Like, it's middle difficulty, which honestly with this stitch makes sense, but it looks very cool. I feel like modifying it yourself might be a little difficult due to the math with stitches, but you can do what you want, I guess. And they say it's technically striped colorwork. So now we're moving on from tops / vests and sweaters, and we're moving on to more accessories. Now I am going to do a separate video of just socks because I found some really cute ones, but I am going to include one pair of socks because I think it would go really cute with the gingham raglan sweater. So these socks, they're also a gingham pattern. Maybe not a gingham, they're more of a plaid. They're the apple pie socks by Carolina. Here's her last name. And it was made in March 2026. It is a simple sock construction, but it uses colorwork. Size extra small, small, large, extra large, which I don't know how that works with socks, but socks are pretty customizable. I think they would be fun to have a matching pair of socks to go with your gingham sweater. So, and I always find with sweaters, there tends to be an awkward amount of stuff left over, and usually you'll be able to kind of eke out a pair of socks. You can sometimes. So yes, not much else to say about these. They're very cute. Only 62 projects on Ravelry, and overall rating 5. I mean, there's only 3 people who voted, but overall rating 5. So very cute. I think knitting socks in the summer, like I said, good move because easy to transport, not a lot of material to get sticky on your hands. The one pair of socks in this video, look out for the next one of other socks. I have no idea when that will be posted. I am trying my best to make more videos regularly just cause, but I'm not wanting to do only knitting content, so I'm trying to space it out. This next top is the only shawl on this list. Shawls aren't kind of really in right now, but there's something about them that I really, really want to make and then also make work. Like, I feel like I can make them, I want to wear them in like an artsy way. Next item on the list is the Smilga shawl by Something Saying. It's from March 2023. She uses a lace weight yarn held together with another lace weight yarn to make a fingering weight, and it uses size US 3 needles. So this piece would be a labor of love. It will take a lot of time, but it's so cute, and it's one size, but it's a shawl, so kind of makes sense. I think the way that the design pops is really beautiful, and I also like the use of the nubbins. I feel like sometimes the nubbins can look a little clownish, but I think this is done in a really classy, cute way. And this again would be a great top to throw in a bag for wearing by a campfire, colder mornings when you are gonna build a fire. Just something easy to throw on or cuddle under when it's rainy and cold out. Like a nice book when a New England thunderstorm is happening, New England summer thunderstorm, after you've been swimming all day and go home and you're kind of cold because your hair's still wet and it's gotten so cold because all the rain has rolled in and you hear the thunder and it's all crazy and you just want to cozy up. That's what this is giving for me. It's got 92 projects on Ravelry, good ratings all around for clarity and just overall vibes, I guess, and it's $7 on Ravelry. The next item on this list has been on my Ravelry queue for a very long time. Well, it feels like a very long time, but it was made in 2022, but I guess that is a long time. That was a long time ago. It's the Lime Skirt by L'Épaule. It's a skirt. They have extra small to 4XL, which is pretty great. It is a knit piece, but something about it is very crochet-y to me. I think part of the reason why I haven't made this bottom, even though I'm really drawn to it, is I don't find skirts that look like this very flattering on me, but I think it's such a cool piece that I had to include it because I know the girlies out there who can rock bodycon skirt need to make this because it's very cute. I love how the pattern kind of feels like it twists around your body, and it'll be a great beach cover-up. Can't complain whether you make it in this lime green color or if you just make it more simple neutrals. I think it could work for a lot of cool people out there, and we love the size, how many sizes there are, but to me up to 4XL feels pretty good overall, unless they don't create it properly, but I don't know, that's above my pay grade right now. So it uses 2.5, 4, and 8 size needles, and it's worked from the top down on circular needles, so you can kind of adjust the length as you please. It uses a net stitch, I guess. Not sure what size yarn they use, though. And the last piece, this one has been on my Ravelry list for a really long time. It is a free pattern, small in size range, it's small to extra large, but it's this beautiful, I think what really draws me to it is the fabric color. It uses Aran size wool, and size US 15 needles. It's a very airy piece, and again, would be a really cool cover-up. I don't know how well the shapelessness would work on me, but I think it is such a cool piece, and you could use some really cool hand-dyed yarns for this piece. Downside to that is that it uses a lot of fabric, or a lot of material, so that part might be a little difficult, but overall such a beautiful piece, and it looks, I'm guessing it's just more of a tube. Yes, very cute. Love it. Not much else to say. It's the Bridget dress by Loopy Mango. I can't read, so anyways, that is the last piece on this list. Oh wait, no. So, the last thing on this list, this is an accessory, and it is called Shrimpy by Hannah Lilleslime. It's from March 2026, and it's only got 2 projects on Ravelry, but it reminds me of that really popular little fish pouch that's going around right now, but it's a little shrimp, and I think it goes along with the bag charm situation. It'd be cute to like put your little headphones in. It'd be a good way to get rid of some of your little extra scraps of yarn. It's just very cute. It uses fingering and lace weight yarn, but you could probably use whatever you want and just have a pouch that varies in size. They use US size 4 needles, but again, you could probably just gauge it and use whatever scrap yarn you have. It's very cute. I love it. I think it's adorable. It's a little gaping mouth. Yes, that is it for my summer, warmer months knitting pattern ideas. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I wasn't too all over the place. At least you guys won't see that part. It's just me editing it that will have to worry about that. But yeah, I will talk to you later. Bye.
Why are you leaving me so blue? No, girl, don't you know